Okay, compared to 05 and 06, 07, in my opinion, is not going to be near as hard. So let's see if I make a liar out of myself or whatever. So on this, we're going to solve rational equations. We're going to figure out what letter we can put in to the variable where this side is going to equal this side. Okay, that's our goal. So it says solve for u. So when it says solve for u, our objective is to be able to get u by itself. Now, whenever you have a fraction equaling a fraction, what we're going to do, we are going to cross multiply. So we're going to have 4 times u plus 4, and that is supposed to equal 9 times u minus 1. We're going to distribute, bring down the equal sign. We're going to distribute, and now we're going to get u on one side, our variables on the other, divided by 5, and u equals 5. Now it says there may be 1 or 2 solutions. I'll let you know whenever there's 2 solutions. Okay, so let's erase this and figure out what's going on. So if we put 5 into the u, so 5 minus 1, 5 minus 1 is 4, and 4 over 4 is 1. If I put 5 in here, we get 9 over 9, and 9 over 9 is 1. So I got the same answer on both sides whenever I put 5 into the u. So we probably got the answer right. Same thing, we're going to cross multiply. So we have 5 times j plus 4, and that is supposed to equal 2 times j plus 7. Distribute, bring down the equal sign, distribute, take the j over, take the 20 over, divide by 3, and j is negative 2. I am not going to put negative 2 in for j to figure it out. I know that most of y'all don't care anyway, but if you wanted to, you could do that and see what happens. All right. Let's multiply. We have p plus 5 times p minus 4 equals p plus 2 times p plus 2. We could FOIL and get p squared minus 4p plus 5p minus 20, which is p squared plus 1p minus 20. Or we could do the SAM and square. Add 2 plus 2 is 4. Multiply 2 plus 2 is 4. And we're going to bring that down here. Our p squares will cancel out because they're both p square. Then we have, okay, I'll do that. I didn't want to do that, but we'll do that. Bring the p over. Take the 20 to the other side. 1 minus 4 is negative 3. 4 plus 20 is 24. Divide by negative 3. You get negative 8. Cross multiply. 4f minus 4 times f equals 21 times 1. Distribute. F squared minus 4f equals 21. Because we are left with an f squared, we will get 2 answers. The way we're going to get 2 answers is we are going to factor. So to factor, remember, it has to equal 0 first. F minus, f plus, multiply to get 21, subtract to get 4, 7, and 3. So what would your zeros be? 7 and negative 3. Cross multiply. 2 times 2j minus 9 equals negative j times j minus 7. Distribute 4j minus 18 equals negative j squared plus 7j. We're left with only 1j squared, so there's nothing to cancel with it. So we are going to get 2 answers. Our j squared right now is negative, so I'm going to bring everything over to this side whenever I'm getting it equal to 0. To make a positive j squared, I'm going to bring that 7 over and make it positive 7j. 4j plus 7j is 11j. Multiply to get negative 18, subtract to get 11. Okay, something's wrong with my signs. See, I still make mistakes also. Whenever I brought the 7 over, I was not supposed to add it. I was supposed to subtract it. And when I subtract it, 4 minus 7 is going to be negative 3. So now, multiply to get negative 18, subtract to get negative 3 is going to be a 6 and a 3. And then my zeros would be negative 3 and positive 6. Okay, I'm going to do this one twice. The first way is whenever you have blinders on and you don't see anything different. So we're going to do this, and we get 1 times 3x equals 3x times 3x minus 8. Distribute, you get 9x squared minus 24x. We're going to bring this over to get it equal to 0. And we are going to take a 9 and an x out. So the zeros are going to be 0 and positive 3. Okay. But now that I've done that, what I'm about to say may confuse you. So this is what's going on. Yes, we did get 0 and 3 as our answer. We haven't had to do this yet, but you do need to get into the habit of it. Remember, you cannot end up with a 0 on the bottom of a fraction. What would happen is, if we put this 0 right here, we would get 3 times 0. And what is that? That'd be 0 on bottom. So in this case, 0 is extraneous, which means you cannot use it. We got the answer, but it was not. We got it as an answer, but we cannot use it. So in this case, 3 is just the answer. But if at the very beginning, we would have noticed that 3x over 3x equals 1, I could have just had this as a problem to begin with. Cross multiply, 1 times 1. So 1 equals 3x minus 8. Add the 8. 9 equals 3x. Divide by 3. So x equals 3. And we would have been finished a whole lot longer earlier. There you go.